Prime Minister Modi gave three open challenges to Congress and asked them to clear its stance on the reservation. Addressing a rally in Jamnagar, the Prime Minister posed three challenges for the Congress and the ecosystem. He said that as long as the Bharatiya Janata Party were around, reservation in jobs and education granted to SCs, STs, OBCs and economically weaker section as per the Constitution will be safeguarded. This comes in response to Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge's letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wherein he challenged him for a debate on the Grand Old Party's manifesto. Referring to Prime Minister's letter to BJP candidates, asking them to raise the alleged divisive agenda of the Congress Party, Mr. Kharge said, and I quote, "Desperation and worry is leading the Prime Minister to use a language that does not suit the highest office he holds." Before we slip into this debate, let's in fact listen in to what the Prime Minister said.
मैं पिछले 9 दिन से मांग कर रहा हूं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी मुझे जवाब दे। मैंने उनको चुनौती दी है। 9 दिन हो गए, कांग्रेस ने मेरी 3 चुनौतियां हैं, उस पर कोई जवाब नहीं दिया। और मैं लगातार कह रहा हूं, मैं एक बार फिर मीडिया को भी जगाना चाहता हूं, देशवासियों को भी जगाना चाहता हूं। एक बहुत बड़े खतरे की तरफ ये लोग ले जा रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं जगाना चाहता हूं। और मेरी 3 चैलेंज क्या है? मेरा पहला चैलेंज है, क्या कांग्रेस ये लिख करके देश को देगी कि वो संविधान बदलकर धर्म के आधार पर मुसलमानों को आरक्षण नहीं देंगे? लिख करके दो। दूसरा, धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण देकर दलित, आदिवासी, बख्शीपंथ, ओबीसी का हक नहीं मारा जाएगा। क्या कांग्रेस ये लिख करके देगी? तीसरा चैलेंज, क्या कांग्रेस ये लिख कर देगी कि उनकी जो राज्य सरकारें हैं, उनके जो चट्टे बट्टों की सरकारें हैं, वे ओबीसी कोटा में डाका डाल करके मुसलमानों को शामिल करने का हिडन एजेंडा नहीं चलाएंगे? इसकी गारंटी देते हैं क्या? चुप है, मतलब उनके दिमाग में, उनकी सोच में कोई खोट है।
All right, let's talk about this and the challenges that the Prime Minister has posed to the Congress Party. Ruchika Agarwal, BJP spokesperson, with us on the show. Kevin Matthew Sunny, political analyst, also joins us on the program. Mr. Sumit Peer, senior political commentator, is also with us on the program. Mr. Ashutosh Sharma, political analyst, also joins us on the show. Last but by no means the least, Chandni Preeti Shah, political analyst, with us on the program as well. Well, Sumit, what do you think the Prime Minister is trying to say? That the manifesto is perhaps a precursor to the intentions that the Congress Party has, that they will in fact, dip into the OBC and the SC/ST quota and, sort of change the combination and permutation to suit certain minorities in the countries?
Vinny, thank you for having me on your show. If you look at a couple of things, first of all, Dr. Manmohan Singh ji, minorities, especially Muslims, he mentions the word Muslims, right? So it's not what I'm casting aspersions. Secondly, Siddaramaiah ji, yes, I will give reservations to Muslims. Congress ruled states, some of them already tried to implement this Muslim reservation like in Karnataka. So if there is a visible trend, now if you look at the manifesto, it's a Muslim League. Now if you look yesterday, the SP leader, who is the niece of Salman Khurshid ji, she was saying vote jihad. She was saying Muslims have to come and do vote jihad. And the Muslims who go to the Sabha of a Hindu candidate, unka hukka pani band kar lo. Right? Now, and then after that, the Fawad Chaudhry, the information minister of Pakistan, is supporting Rahul Gandhi, is wanting Rahul Gandhi to become the Prime Minister. Is directly coming in support of Rahul Gandhi and appealing people in a way to vote for, Rahul Gandhi. And in a way, the appeal is directed to the Muslim community. So if you look at all these trends and if you synchronize and join the dots, it's quite clear that Congress is in a mood to do something very, very drastic because they want to hold this Muslim vote bank to this and they want to do something very, very drastic. So Honorable Prime Minister is within his rights to question this. Even when, remember Vineet, when we were discussing this, we would want to do a financial survey and all that. I said financial survey, even if you want to give and take, 80, you want to take from 85 and give to 15, nah? Who is the biggest loser? If you look at the population of the country, 85% is Hindus, 14% is Muslims, 1% is other minorities. So in a way, 85% will end up giving to the 15%. That is what is going to happen. So that if you look at all those things which have been going around in the Congress manifesto, an honorable Prime Minister saying it looks like a Muslim League manifesto, कि हम उनको पहनने की आज़ादी देंगे, prioritizing hijab over kitab. If you look at all these things, so these all talk of some dangerous plans that Congress has. And as Hindus, we are all worried, we are all concerned. We raise our concerns to the Honorable Prime Minister. And looking at the mood and sentiment of the nation and looking at the mood of sentiment of 1.2 billion Hindus, he is putting these questions. He is not casting aspersions again. Congress wale likh ke de de. मैं मीडिया का ध्यान लेना चाहता हूं. I am getting the media attention. Let Congress give a writing. No, this is wrong. So if Congress doesn't have any such intentions, how much does it take to say it is wrong? And incidentally, when Fawad Chaudhry yesterday tweeted, the former information minister of Pakistan, the right-hand man of Pakistan, PTI, and a henchman of ISI, when he tweeted in support of Rahul Gandhi, what took Congress 2 minutes to go to the Twitter and say we don't endorse this, this man has nothing to do with us. 24 hours have passed by. Congress has not even distanced themselves from the tweet of Fawad Chaudhry. Now, these things, when you add up, we need all of them together. I named at least 10 things. There are serious concerns wherein 1.2 billion Hindus are concerned. And if we are concerned, we need to know. And whom do we look up to? We will not look up to Earth, Sun, and the Moon. We'll look up to the Honorable Prime Minister, who is the Prime Minister of the country and the tallest Hindu leader. I have no remorse in admitting that. So I will request, sir, aap bataiye, what is the clarification? And Prime Minister is doing the right thing. Modi ji is putting this in the forum, in the public media. Let Congress come and respond. And it's the election season. Everybody wants to know what is Rahul Gandhi's position on it. I want to know what is Rahul Gandhi's position on it because I am concerned. Because we Hindus have paid Zajia for hundreds of years. I mean, look at what is the population of Hindus in Pakistan? What is in Bangladesh? What is in Afghanistan? How many Hindu genocides have we seen? What happened in Kashmir? What happened in Kerala? What is going to happen in Mallapuram? And how many Mallapurams are there which are being, which are which are in baking? So we are genuinely concerned. It's not an election gimmick.
You're right. Let me also open Mr. Ashutosh Sharma into this conversation. Mr. Sharma, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah.
Well, there has also been, contention over what's going on in Karnataka. The BJP has accused the Congress government in Karnataka as well of tweaking with the quota system. Where do you stand on all of this? And how is this, likely to impact the integrity of the manifesto that both the parties have put forth to the people?
Well, I would say this is the election time and both the parties are accusing each other. They're playing a sentiment game to win the voters, to get the voters and come into power in a big way. BJP is in a mode that they should get 400 plus with its allies so that they can do various amendments. The part played by Congress in past 60, 70 years, 75 years have gone by, India got independence, or rather 77 years. We cannot forget the good work done by Congress. When Congress got the power from the Britishers, what was the condition? What did the Britishers left in India? So we were in a very precarious situation, and to come out of this situation, the Congress party has led the country to the level where the BJP got everything ready, and BJP in last 10 years they've been able to deliver things which were not completed during the Congress time. And now this is the election time, and the BJP is trying to impress upon the voters, to woo the voters to vote in favor of the BJP by alluring them, by giving them various kind of incentives, by making promises that if they come into power in South, then they will do this. But the voters this time, they are much more sensible, much more aware about the situation, the scenario in the country, what all is going around. So people are going to cast their vote. They will think twice. They will think twice before casting their vote in favor of a particular party. Because the politician, whether it's a Congress, whether it's a BJP, or whether it's a local party, they've been making promises, but when it comes to deliverance is not up to the expectation of the people. Like right now, a big problem, the youth. India is the youngest nation in the world, and the youth are facing the problem of unemployment. They got their best education, they are looking for jobs, and the jobs what they were promised by the government in the center, they have not been delivered. So they are big disappointed.
Okay,
So
all right. Let's
my
get a response from Ruchika Agarwal on what you're saying. Ruchika, unfulfilled promises by the BJP is going to be their undoing, and this is exactly what's going on into the voters' mind. Concerns related to quota system are perhaps taken a back seat. They keep getting pushed, up to the front seat, by people who want to, digress from the main issue.
Namaskar, my Ram Ram to everybody. If we talk about Congress party, instead of Congress party, we should be saying not just Congress party, for the entire India alliance, we should be saying Mahajhuta alliance. Every day they are coming out with some fake story, some fake tilla, some fake video. Everything is fake about the India alliance in these elections. They have nothing to say against the BJP. You look at the manifesto, the only thing they talk about is personal law, they talk about minorities, and they even say Bahusankhyak ki koi jagah nahi rahegi. Why in a country of Hindu majority, they talk about no Hindus should be getting what they should get their dues? Why do they talk only about the minorities, primarily for Muslims? Why they are so much against Hindus, I fail to understand. Where was Modi ji said that he's going to abolish the reservation? In fact, he has been the biggest and the consistent and the strongest advocate for the reservation, while the Congress party has a history of being against the interests of Dalits, SCs and OBCs. Haven't they realized from the history that everything is going to come in front of them sooner or later? Congress has opposed to the reservation policies, has acted against the principles of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and constitutes and has done anti-constitution activities as well. In 1961, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he wrote a letter to every chief minister expressing his disapproval for the reservations. Then in Karnataka, the Congress party extended OBC reservations to the Muslims. However, Baba Sahib Ambedkar did not advocate the reservations based on religion. Why are they talking about reservations based on the religion when we are very clear that the reservation has to be given to particular communities and not the religion as whole? They are the ones in Andhra Pradesh also. Congress granted religious reservations to Muslims from the SC and OBC quota. They've always been against reservations for the communities that are more deserving. They forget that Muslims in India are not just a minority, they are second largest majority. Why don't they consider, in the manifesto they talk about, we are going to take, we're talking about personal laws. Why? They talk about inheritance law. They talk about distribution of the properties, wealth survey. What are they up to? Are they going to decide? Are they going to get the inheritance law here for 55% inheritance, the properties of all the people, of all the Hindus, of all the people who are you, me, everybody? The inheritance law is going to take away 55% of our property.
Okay.
And then they are going to do a wealth survey also. And then they are going to do wealth survey also, and according to them, the first right on the wealth and on everything of the nation is of the Muslim community.
Okay, all right. Let me also rope in Kevin Matthew Sunny into this. Kevin, the Prime Minister has accused the Congress Party of propagating communal disharmony by this kind of a rhetoric. Do you concur?
Let me tell you something. See, first thing, he's the Prime Minister of India, he's Prime Minister of all Indians. He's not the Prime Minister of all Hindus. So that is the first thing. So it is so unbecoming of his position. And why he is doing this? See, I was a Modi fan. Let me tell you this. 10 years ago, I voted for Modi. I wanted Modi to come in because he came in talking about development. If you remember, his 2014 campaign was all about development. But today, 10 years down the lane, he has not been able to hold on to any of those promises. And after that, today, he realized that rhetoric doesn't work anymore because people are seen through it. Now he is coming up, he is trying to consolidate votes based on Hindu. Because even when BJP doesn't even have they don't have a campaign document. They are on Congress, they're talking, all the Congress, they're bringing in all the conversation to Congress portfolio. And so earlier it was about what is there in the Congress portfolio, and now what is even not there. Trying to bring in, lines in between which doesn't even exist, because the BJP doesn't have anything now, and it is so unbecoming of his position, because it is about Har Bharati, it's about every Indian. And Hindus are part of it, Muslims are part of it, Christians are a part of it, everybody else is part of it. And see, even this rhetoric about reservations, you talk about reservations, that is for a minority percentage who are actually lacking, even if they bring it. But the question is, even that conversation is not there. BJP has been trying to do this Hindu vote consolidation, trying to create trying to create that Muslims are doing this, Muslims are going to take over this country, when that is not the case. The Muslims have identified, see, there are fringe elements everywhere, I concede, but after that, the majority of the Muslims, even if you look at the freedom struggle, if you look at our freedom fighters, you can see a lot of Muslims, you can see a lot of Christians, you can see a lot of Hindus. So it was all, they didn't fight for it because they were Muslims, they fought for our freedom because they were Indians.
Okay, Chandni, where do you stand on this? Of course, the Prime Minister has gone on to say in many rallies, and also when he spoke in Rajasthan, that created a furor. When he talked about how this system of having some sort of a national check on who's got what is basically a part of appeasement politics.
Vineet, it is undoubtedly a part of appeasement politics by Congress. Congress in its manifesto has directly, indirectly, subtly, loudly, said it that in words that they are into appeasement. Now let's see, Mr. Kevin over here, in the panel said that he is the Prime Minister of not only Hindus, he is the Prime Minister of Muslims, of Christians, of everybody, of Sikhs, of everybody. And I completely agree with that. I mean, and that is the reason he said that there would be no reservation based on religion, any religion, be it Hindus, be it Muslims, be it Christians. But Congress has time and again promised, and not just promised, even brought such laws that could give reservation to the Muslims under the, by taking them into the backward classes. Now, what was the aim of reservation? The aim, as envisaged by the Constitution of India, it meant to, give social justice to those who are socially, educationally, and now economically backward people, right? Now, if you give reservation based on religion, that is completely unconstitutional, first of all, because it violates the basic Article 14, that is equality before law. It violates Article 15, that is, reservation based solely on religion. You prohibit these kind of discriminations. And Article 16 also, which is equality in opportunity. Now, when you talk about reservations which are based on solely religion, these are unconstitutional, and that has been held by the Supreme Court of India also. It has also been held by the Andhra Pradesh High Court when the UPA government tried to bring in the Muslims under the OBC quota. Now, if you give 26% of OBC quota to Muslims, it is actually hampering the actual OBCs. They bringing down the percentage, cutting down the percentage. So why is the Congress trying to change the constitution, which it keeps saying that if BJP comes to the power, it will change the constitution? I think if Congress comes to power, it will be the only party that would change the constitution, like it did when it added the words secular and socialist in the preamble.
Okay. So, but Sumit, yeah, you're right, Chandni. But Sumit, it's the Congress party that accuses the Bharatiya Janata Party of tweaking with the constitution, using agencies to further their goals of basically targeting opposition. So all of these charges are being made heavily by the Congress party.
Vineet, when you are losing and you are clutching the straws, what will you say? You will talk of all the things. Tell me for a few things. First of all, Dr. Ambedkar had clearly said, if we want to go back to the constitution, he said all the Muslims should go to Pakistan and all the Hindus should live here. Did Congress implement that? No. Who took Kashmir to United Nations? Patel Sahab warned Nehru not to do it. He still decided to do it, right? Second fiasco. Why did we lose a war against China? Hindu Chini bhai bhai. Who refused the seat at the United Nations Security Council? Let's first ask China, then we do it. Right? Now, who did not let the annexure of Kashmir hand in a properly because he wanted Maharaja to pass the baton to Nehruji's friend, Sheikh Mohammad Abdullah, right? It is Congress. Then after that came the infamous Shah Banu case, some woman getting 50 or 100 rupees in alimony. You went and you changed the constitution. Arif Muhammad Khan was a minister then. He told Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, don't do it, this is bad. Okay, after that, when it came to, when there was a Mumbai attack, the Indian Air Force and the Indian Army said, we want to go retaliate and teach Pakistan a lesson. Who taught them and decided not to teach a lesson? Congress. Who said that Muslims have the first right of resources of this country? Dr. Manmohan Singh ji. Who was staying with Musharraf and eating biryani while watching cricket match? Musharraf. Who gave Pakistan the most favored status, nation state? It was Musharraf. It was Congress. Now, after that, who questioned Balakot? Congress. Who questioned surgical strikes? Congress. When the demonetization was done, when we broke the back of Pakistan's economy, there were only 3 people who were correct. Some people who had a black money here, and it was Pakistan, and it was Congress. So why was the Pakistan's paying, Congress's paying? Who, if you look at all these appeasement policies, who supported the hijab law? Who said that who in Karnataka gave the reservation to Muslims in the name of religion? And who, Siddaramaiah ji said that I will give reservations to Muslims if I have the, if I have the capability, I will do that. So when these things are coming up in the public, what you are saying is you are prioritizing hijab over kitab. When you look at your manifesto, you're talking everything about kitab. You are talking about everything which helps, Pakistan. When there was an article in Washington Post, which we debated a couple of days back, when this rag accused our nation, our Honorable Prime Minister and our Honorable NSA, and named some stories of Vikram Yadav, Hassan Goel and all that approved that. Now, why, as a country, we should all stand behind our government? And who was taking the side of Wall Street Journal, this New York Times? It was, again, the Congress, New York Times. So any time when there's a national interest, the people who take the other side of the other, who is Congress? Who has problems of India being friends with Israel? Congress. Who has the problem that India is not supporting resolutions against Palestine? Is again the Congress. So if you look at who has problems, even India is importing the Russian oil because they will get sanctions as Congress. So there was a time when we were importing even the bullets for the guns from, imports, we were importing them. We did not have a Howitzer gun for 35 years. Remember the Bofors scam? Now, after Apache Chinooks and all, when we got our nation built, who did Chokidar Chor? Who was going after Ambani and Adani? Rahul Gandhi. Then did he apologize for that? No, when you have a persistent trail of things where you are working against a national interest and where Modi vichar karte आप देश का विरोध कर देते हो, मोदी विरोध करते हो, आप भूल जाते हो ये कब करते हो. This track record is only with Congress. And now when you are hinting at this, I want to assess your wealth, I want to redistribute your wealth, I want to do this, I want to do this. So, as a patient, I go to a doctor and I talk to a doctor, said this is the problem. So doctor is, in this case, is Modi ji, who has put a public communique. Bhai, is this what you are up to? And let me clarify you 2 points, Vineet. In OBCs today, Muslims have the reservation, there are Muslim OBCs. In STs, again, people will not know there are Muslim STs also have the reservation. Only in SCs, they don't have reservation. Now, if you are going to put en masse 20 crore Muslims and declare them as OBCs, where will the traditional OBCs go? Because then all will be entitled to that reservation, so that OBCs which are non-Muslim will have to fly a kite. All the STs which are non-Muslim have to fly a kite. So Modi ji is addressing the vulnerable sections of our society and asking that you will not do a Muslim-based reservation and you will not compromise the interests of our ST and Dalit brothers and give those rights to Muslims. What is wrong in that? Aren't SC, STs or Dalits or OBCs, aren't they Hindus?
All right. So unfortunately, we've run out of time. You made sense on a lot of points, but unfortunately, we have run out of time. Well, would like to thank all our guests. We take a short break. Be right back.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.